Hey, welcome to the Explainer. So, let's talk about one of the biggest buzzwords flying around right now, prompt engineering. You know that feeling, right? You're staring at an AI chatbot, you have this perfect answer in your head, but what you get back is, well, just a jumbled mess. We've all been there. So, let's dive into how to fix that.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? You know the AI is powerful, you know it has all this information locked away inside, but trying to get what you actually want out of it, it can feel like you're just rolling the dice. You ask a question, get a kind of meh answer, so you change a word here and there and try again. But what if there was a smarter way to do it?
Well, here's the thing. It's not about finding some magic password or a secret phrase. It's a craft, a real skill that anyone can learn and get better at. And yeah, that skill has a name. It's called prompt engineering.
So what's the official definition? Well, prompt engineering is basically the art and science of designing your inputs, your prompts, to steer the AI where you want it to go. The whole point is to get higher quality, more accurate, and, more creative results. The key takeaway here? It's all about becoming a better architect of your questions.
All right, to really get this, we're going to open up the Prompt Engineer's Toolbox. We'll start with the foundational techniques. Then we'll get into how to make the AI actually think. After that, we'll see how prompts are used to build whole AI systems, and finally we'll cover the super important tools for quality and safety control. Let's get to it.
Okay, let's kick things off with the basics. These are the first couple of tools you'll find in the toolbox, and honestly, you can start using them today and see a huge difference.
So first up is something called zero-shot prompting. And honestly, this is probably what you're already doing most of the time. It's the most direct way to ask for something. You just give the AI a command and trust that its general training is good enough to figure it out. It's great for simple stuff like, hey, translate this sentence. No examples, no fuss, just a direct order.
But now, let's level up a bit to few-shot prompting. This is where, instead of just telling the AI what to do, you actually show it. You give it a couple of examples, a few shots of what you put in and what you expect to get out. This is like a mini training session right inside your prompt. It's amazing for getting consistent, high-quality results for things like classifying customer reviews.
So yeah, to boil it down, zero shot is basically just asking and relying on the AI's general knowledge. Few shot is teaching. You're giving it a quick lesson with specific examples to make sure it knows exactly what you're looking for. It's a simple but really powerful difference.
All right, basics are covered. Now we get to the really fun part, the tools that make the AI actually, think. We're not just trying to get a quick answer anymore. We're trying to unlock its ability to reason its way through a problem. And this is an absolute game changer. It's called chain of thought prompting. The idea is so simple, it's brilliant. You literally just ask the AI to show its work. By adding a little phrase like, let's think step by step, you make it slow down, lay out its reasoning, and then give the final answer. It sounds too easy, but for math problems or complex logic, the improvement in accuracy is just wow.
Okay, this next one is one of my personal favorites, the expert persona hack. Think of it like a simple 4-step recipe for amazing results. Step 1, assign it a role, like you are a senior education researcher. 2, give it context, like speaking to a non-technical audience. 3, define a clear goal, like your goal is to inspire them. And 4, add some output rules, like keep it under 1,200 words. Just like that, you turn a generic chatbot into a focused expert. The results are so much better.
So, up until now, we've been talking about one-off chats, right? Improving a single interaction. But now, we're going to scale up, because these same techniques are the literal building blocks for creating entire automated systems. This is where prompting really becomes engineering.
This next tool solves one of the biggest headaches with AI, when it just makes stuff up, what we call hallucinating. The technique is called contextual prompting, or RAG for short. And the way it works is, it pulls in outside information, like a recent news article or your company's internal documents, and injects it right into the prompt. This grounds the AI's answer in cold, hard facts, which is crucial for getting responses that are accurate and up to date.
Okay, next up is template prompting. This is super important when you need an AI to talk to other software. You can't have it just rambling. You need the output to be perfectly structured every single time. So this technique is like giving the AI a blueprint, or maybe a straitjacket, that forces its answer into a specific format, like JSON. That ensures other computer programs can read it reliably. This is the key to building AI agents that can actually use tools.
And this is where things get really, really cool. It's called multi-agent orchestration. I want you to imagine not just one AI, but a whole crew of them, all working on the same problem. You give each AI a specific job with its own unique prompt. So you might have a pharmaceutical specialist AI talking to a lab protocol specialist AI. It's like building a team of AI experts that can tackle incredibly complex tasks together.
Look, having a super powerful AI is great, but how do you make sure its output is actually good? And more importantly, how do you make sure it's safe? That brings us to the last part of our toolbox, and you could argue it's the most important one, the tools for quality and safety.
So how do you get a better answer from an AI? Well, one way is to get it to check its own homework. It's called an iterative self-correction loop, and it's a simple three-step dance. First, the AI drafts a response. Then, a second prompt comes in and says, hey, review what you just wrote against these rules. Finally, the AI looks at its own work, finds the flaws, and spits out a better corrected version.
Then you've got guardrail prompting, and the name says it all, really. Think of these as the rules of the road that you build right into the prompt. You're injecting strict policies to stop the AI from doing something you don't want it to or saying something it shouldn't. This is absolutely vital for safety and ethics, like telling it, if you see any personal info, you must block it out.
And finally, this one is just wild. LMM as a judge. You literally use one powerful AI to act as a judge and grade the work of another AI. You give the judge bot a really detailed rubric, check for factual accuracy, check for relevance, and it becomes your automated quality assurance team. It's a crazy efficient way to maintain high standards when you're dealing with thousands of outputs.
Okay, so after all that, what are the big takeaways from our dive into the toolbox? First, prompts are instructions, not just questions. Be precise. Second, there's a right tool for every job. Different techniques solve different problems. And third, and this is the big one, getting good at this is becoming a truly essential skill for working with AI.
And that really leaves us with one big question to chew on. As these AI models get more and more powerful, is it possible that our single most important skill won't be having the answers anymore, but being the person who knows how to ask the right questions? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.